In examples 5 and 6, now we're asking a question that has more than 2 possible responses. In each case, 4 responses. So we're asking people which candidate they prefer in an upcoming election. We can see in example 5 that we had 1,842 people who were surveyed. That's our value for n. And then we're given the specific breakdown of what percent of people selected each candidate, and then we have that information represented in the pie chart. In part A, we're asked, is there a candidate who is supported by the majority of those surveyed? In this case, we would have to say no, because all of the resulting percentages are less than 50%. And what we would need is one percentage to be greater than 50% to represent that a majority of people prefer that candidate. In part B, we're asked a similar question to what we saw in the past couple examples. Of those surveyed, how many plan to vote for candidate B? So we'll still take our sample size times a percent, which in this case is 1,842. And then we want the percentage of people who plan to vote for candidate B, which is 15%, or 0.15. Here we would get 276.3, which again can't be our answer because our answer is about people. So we would need to know to just round that to 276 people. Example 6 is a similar problem. We have a new sample size or new number of people who were surveyed. And in part A, we're asked the same first question. Is there a candidate who is supported by the majority of those surveyed? And in this case, yes, 70% of people support candidate A. And we know that that's enough for a majority because 70% is larger than 50%. Then in part B, we're asked of those surveyed, how many plan to vote for candidate B? So again, we would take the sample size of 2,220, that number of people surveyed, times the percentage of people who plan to vote for candidate B. So that's 5% or 0.05. And so we get 111 people.